here's one for you to think about. How would someone perceive you, or do they perceive you, when they're just watching? They don't even know you, they're just watching you. Well, here's a story that happened to me. I was on a film for Universal Studios in Romania for a few months. And in the first month of filming, a producer from the film from Los Angeles came up and said, he said, I have to tell you something. He said, I used to be in psychology and now I work in film production. He said, so I can't help myself. I study people. He said, and I've been watching you. I was like, okay. He said, no, you really inspire me. He said, the way you treat everyone with love and respect and kindness. And it doesn't matter if it's the executive from the studios or the person who's working one day or someone from the community. He said, I just see you touching people's lives. And he said, I don't think I've ever seen a person be hugged or hug people more than you've done it or it's happened to you. And I said, well, I'm a hugger. And I said, well, the truth is, before this, I was preparing for a role, and I knew it was really important that I had a mentor to guide me through this because it was going to be a really important, heavy role and portrayal. And I said, so my mentor just taught me so much in the process of developing that role and that portrayal in the role. And I said, one of the first and foremost things was having unconditional love for everyone around me in the project and really everyone in my life. And the next thing was having compassion for everyone. And that we work sometimes long hours and heavy schedules, and it's thankless at times, and we all need compassion. So I elevated that, and I said, then he talked to me about strength and courage, being kind and being gentle, but also have the strength and courage to know you're doing your best and not leave anything undone. And if you have to stand, stand all alone. And then having a humble heart. Lifting others up is better than yourself. And as I list off these things, one of the first assistant directors comes over and she said, I overheard you telling him about your mentor. Introduced me to that guy. I want to marry him. And I said, and then she followed by, and what was the role you were doing? And I said, well, the role I was doing was the part of Christ. And I said, my mentor is Christ. And I wanted to pattern everything I did in my performance after what he had talked about and who he was. And the truth is, I'm not about a building. I'm not about a group of people. I'm about a way of life. And when I look at those characteristics of what I studied, it's nothing but good. And as I say every day, spread love and watch the magic.